We are here. Another episode. I don't know which. I think they're 6 or 7. I'm not sure. Another episode of Next Level Thoughts. I really don't know. There's no structure to this whole thing. That's one thing I'm figuring out. There's no structure at all. I just bought some mics. I said, fuck it. I miss comics.
But that's like next level. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
When you walk by the elevator,
Who needs structure?
you walk. Is this the elevator where Next Level Thoughts happens?
I was actually hoping you hit like up or down. And the mics are set up in there. It's like we're just gonna keep going up and down the whole time.
That would have been so perfect, dude.
Eventually.
That was so fun to do. Just at the end of the night, just do the elevator ride and be like, today fucking sucked, or today was good.
But that's where it originated from, dude.
Yeah.
This is where it all started.
Yeah, and it's true.
Which is cool.
It was this whole little.
Because you would ramble too. You'd be like, man, fucking shit. I got up on stage and, fuck. One joke worked, but fuck.
Yeah, I would be like, this worked, and sometimes I didn't have. I'm like, well, that did whatever, and comedy's cool, and alright, I'm done. I don't know. I never know, dude.
The elevator gets stuck or something. You're like, alright, shit. This isn't coming yet. Goddamn.
I would time the elevator thing. I would hit the elevator and I would wait for it. I'm like, not yet. Not
You
yet.
wait for the ding?
Now, hey, Next Level Thoughts, and here we are.
Be funny if some people walked out on the elevator sometimes, right, or something?
Not
No.
one time, and I redid it.
Okay. This is next level. Oh, sorry.
Well, because it happened. It was always late at night, like 1, 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
So then every time it happened once where I'm like, go ahead, you can go.
This is next level.
And I was like, oh, maybe
Sorry.
not.
So sorry.
Yeah, no, that happened before. Dude, how have you been during this whole fucking pandemic?
Just doing the best we can.
Have you been doing
We
that?
started crying.
It's funny that I talk to every comic and I ask them all the time, like, have you been doing like online mics or? And you have a show, don't you? Or
Yeah, I do. It's called Another Late Show Tonight. It's a comedy talk show.
That one or your show on the where is it at? I went to
Loft Ensemble.
Yeah, I went to that.
I do that online now. We do it on Zoom.
Okay.
Which is a weird. It's been good, but it's a weird trend because we do so much. Like, we do sketches, we have characters in the audience, we do videos, we have musical guests. So it's like to cram all of that into Zoom. It's fuck.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. So like we still have the characters come on and they just do a different segment. Like Brian McDaniel does Sports and a Half every month.
Yeah, well, he's fun. I went there for that show, and I remember Brian McDaniel and someone else who did one character that I think it was it wasn't sports.
Mark Sipka always stops on the show.
It was like a movie thing, I think.
Yeah, he does Chad.
Yeah,
He's the big Wizard of Oz
fan.
fan.
Yeah, dude, that shit has
he's
me
the best.
dying, bro.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Oh.
He has a bunch of other stuff too. If he just did like this mom character that was like, these girls on Instagram better stop with their butts, or whatever. It's so funny. He's such a good character.
It's
too.
very, very good. Yeah, I went there and I'm like, okay, it's different. Okay, now like this guy's fucking funny, dude.
We just had him because we were at Loft. It's at Loft Ensemble, which is in North Hollywood, and I think the one you came to was actually the LA Connection one.
No.
Was it? Or
No,
was it Loft?
I've been to LA Connection before. I did their whole improv or audition. I don't think.
So it was Loft.
No, it was a lot. It was one. Yeah, it was an LA Connection.
It was at Loft. Okay,
I'm pretty sure it was at Loft.
because we moved over to Loft back in October, but we did like a first 5-show run at LA Connection.
Okay.
And but Loft Ensemble is this like nonprofit theater that's in NoHo, and a bunch of the people, like he's a writer there, Chris Haas, and his wife Melissa, they made this movie called what was it called? Temporary Like a Virus. And I let them not premiere it, but like they showed a trailer and talked about it and stuff, which was cool.
Yeah.
And then I had Mark Sipka come on as Tad and just roast the fucking movie, which was like,
that's brilliant.
I guess some of them were just
That's
like,
brilliant.
what the fuck is happening right now?
Oh.
But he's like, temporary like a virus. More like, it is a fucking virus. That was so funny.
It's so perfect.
Because his whole gimmick is the Wizard of Oz is the best movie of all time and nothing can beat it.
Everything's like, I do remember that.
Everything is Wizard of Oz. So.
I do remember that.
But yeah, I've been doing the online shows, doing the Burbank Festival.
How's that? I haven't did any online.
You didn't do any yet?
I didn't. I can't. I don't think.
You can do it.
I mean, I know I can do it. I just can't, like, I feel like it takes away from everything. I know it's different.
Yeah, the timing's off, and like you're looking at yourself the entire time. But that's what I love about it.
I just feel like because you know how sometimes like when comedy was alive, you would go to a mic and then if you
R.I.P.
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 If you have a bad set, like if you can have like 3 good ones and you end it on a bad one, you're like, oh fuck man, it's bad. I don't know if I'm good. Like, fuck man, I gotta rethink. I don't know. And then I feel like Zoom, it would be a more amplified. Like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, man. I can't. I don't know.
Well, you know what's great is if you bomb, you just turn the camera off and you cry in your bed.
I know, it's just.
You don't have to have that 30-minute drive home of
That's a good point.
no music of being like, I'm gonna fucking drive back. I'm just gonna keep driving.
I'm gonna move back home.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drive back home.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that.
There is I bombed on them. On some of them, the mics I bombed on them because it's the same thing as a mic where no one's laughing. So
that's another thing. I feel like don't people? Because I've done online college acting courses here.
Okay.
But I felt like sometimes people have their mic on and it like they can interrupt with whoever's talking, and that I'm like, if that's happening there, I can only imagine with comics who aren't paying attention, like they don't have their mic on, they're over here talking on their phone.
Yeah, you really have to. I mean, you're an improv guy too. We talk about that a lot. Like,
yeah,
it's a lot about adapting to, like, calling out that little stuff.
True.
You know what I mean? Where like you call out like if, like my dog. Like on Monday, I was doing my first show at the festival. My dog was quiet the entire time. And then right when Brian was like, give it up for Mike Perkins, my dog was like, rah, rah, rah. And I was like, oh, cool, he's cheering me on, give it up. And then he wouldn't stop for like 30 seconds. I was like, he's not, okay, cool. I had to take my thing off the tripod. I had to like chase him around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you have to call that stuff out and just adapt to it instead of just, because I did a show before where he just barked the entire end of my set, like the first 2 minutes, or the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I didn't call it out, so I was just like, yeah, so then I
that's one thing I do know. You have to, one thing I didn't know when I started, you have to call out what's happening in the room.
You have to.
There's no way around that, and I think you don't know that right away, because right away you think like, here are my jokes, I have 3 minutes, I have to get them out and do that, and then you just don't pay attention to anything in the room.
Yeah.
That's such a good... I didn't have that as much. Well, because improv world.
But you adapt to everything.
Yeah, you just have to be like on your feet, like, oh, that happened or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you miss improv?
I miss improv. Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What do you?
I still do. I mean, I've still been doing it for so many years. You know.
Do you have your like ensemble, or do you do like more sketch comedy or improv?
We do. Yeah, we do a live improv show every month. Me and my team. We've been together 6 years now. Hat trick. You've done our show, Hashtags with Hat Trick.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah. We've been doing that show for I think 5 years.
But you didn't do improv on it.
We did improv. Did we?
No, not the one I went to.
Probably wasn't that good of improv.
I want to say. Oh no, you open it with improv, then you do comics at the end, right? Or comics in between.
Yeah. So sometimes like if a lot of our team isn't there, if it's just 2 of us, we'll just both do stand up or something. Like it's me and Sharona. We'll just do stand up instead. But for the most part, we'll do like 2 teams. We're one of the teams up top. We'll do like 10 minutes of improv, and then we do it off of Instagram. So we do like a picture.
Yeah, I do remember that. Okay,
yeah.
I do remember part of that.
Yeah,
I think,
and then we'll have the comics at the end.
Of course, so, yeah, was one of them. That one, I think me and Anna Jean were on it.
Yeah.
I do remember. I like that show. The room was good. I like improv crowds are really supportive.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They're way more supportive than like open mic crowds or stand up crowds. I feel like they're like, yeah, let's fucking go.
Which is weird because improv isn't like transferring over well in the Zoom.
You can't. I don't think you.
I seen it because UCB was trying to raise money, and it was funny, but it was just like, and it was the big guys like Lauren Lapkus and like Eugene Cadero and stuff. Like they were on, and Amy Poehler was actually on that show too.
Damn.
And it was like still like
it's hard
for them to tag out. They had to be like. You know, like, I don't know, it was like,
tag, I'm on.
Or they had to, like, clap, you know what I mean? Or it was like, I don't know, just transfer, because there is that lag. You have to call out that lag. That's where the timing comes in is different with the Zoom shows.
See?
You know?
This is already, I can't.
You can do it.
I might do, well, I know there's mics now. There's one in Burbank I heard about. Cole was telling me about it.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I have a feeling I didn't hit play or record. But I want to go
Really?
check. I do this like one time every episode.
Okay, let's
It's
see.
like become my thing. This is recording for sure. It becomes a thing every episode. And it is recording.
Okay, cool.
Dude, I'm not kidding. Every episode, I just have a thing. I'm like,
Fuck.
did I hit record? Should I just go? Let me go check.
Me and DJ would record like on his phone, and sometimes it would just cut off at the end,
Oh, really?
like the last like 10 minutes, and we're like, "Fuck, that was the best part of the fucking episode."
That's what happened in
How
my
we gonna
first
promote?
episode, dude. With Cole,
Yeah.
we did. I was like, I don't know how long we're gonna go for. Maybe 30 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
We did an hour 45. And
Holy shit.
I didn't know how much memory I had like left in my phone, and
Yeah.
it only captured an hour 10. And the last 30 minutes was great because we were talking about like a mini golf challenge, and I was in challenging the mini golf, and because he's a professional, or he plays golf.
Professional mini golfer?
He played.
He's like, "Come on, kids, I'm taking
Let's
things."
go! No,
Come on.
he did golfing, and he played golf in high school and had a scholarship for college.
No shit.
And
Wow.
he's really good at golfing, and he tried to get me to go. And I
Uh-huh.
told him I'm really good at mini golfing. And I'm really competitive, and I challenged him. We don't know what the stakes are, but we want to like drink a 40 in a parking lot and just have it
There you go.
recorded and just golf.
You should just challenge little kids and like butt putt and stuff.
Let's fucking go!
Just smash your 40 and shit.
Oh, dude, that would be great.
What just happened? What are these grown men doing on this golf course?
It's always fun.
That's so funny.
I think I have a dude. I didn't. You know what I realized every time I did a podcast with Andy Man.
Yeah.
I think him and my first one with Cole.
He was one of your original guys when you did the sad.
So yeah, he was because with him I always did.
Every time he was on stage, you would.
It was him. It was him, Jerry D.
Jared D was so fucking funny.
It was him, Jerry D, and like I think them two mainly, and whoever else.
Yeah.
And then I just play the sad music because they might be funny or whatever, but no one knows because they just the sad music.
The lonely leaf falling
And then the
on.
leaf, and I'm doing it,
So funny, dude.
and it's so hilarious because they can be funny, and it doesn't matter because it
Yeah.
sounds so sad.
Yeah.
And I did that to Andy, and I also did the every time I'd walk around and see like an Asian person, I'll take a picture and I'll tag Andy Man. It can be like in real life or like a poster. If there's like
Oh
a
my
poster of
God.
Asian guy and tag him like, "Oh, congrats Andy on their new billboard or whatever." I did that for a while.
He's like, "Dude, that's Crazy Rich Asians. What are you talking about?"
Yeah,
It's like, "Oh, you're not rich? Come on, Andy."
I did that for so long for him. I think one point me and Andy went to a mic and a girl there was like, "Hey, what's up?" I knew her from some mic and, "Oh, you're Andy Van. I know you from his stories."
That's so
He got so
funny.
mad.
Dude.
I don't want to be known for his fucking stories.
Hey, you're the sad comic on Patrick Stories. That's so funny.
Oh shit, man.
Well, dude, let's talk about. I know you just said it about getting known. You were a video. Sorry, I just took over.
Oh yeah, no.
Sorry, I just took over the podcast.
There's no
Like,
structure.
Tell me more about.
hey, dude. There's legit no structure. I was telling a story one time and like no one knew what I was talking about, and they're like, "Well, let me just add structure to this," and then he went on.
Yeah.
There's none. Go ahead, man.
No, but that's really interesting that you said you used to be a big gamer and traveled around the country for
dude.
for Halo.
When I was I think I was like 14. I know I wasn't old enough to buy the game Halo because you have to be like 16 or whatever.
Come on, Mom, I'm a champion.
But I just remembered I bought it, and then me and my friend played, and we were like, split screen, system link, and
Oh, yeah.
I was okay. And then I got online, Xbox Live, and I don't know what it was. I'm just like, oh, I'm really good at this game. And I kept thinking like, I think I'm like really good. And then I was living in Chicago. There was a tournament in Ohio, and I told my brother like, dude, I can do good. Like, take me to Ohio, let me compete. But it was on a school day. It was on Friday. And my mom's like, there's no way you're going to Ohio to compete in a fucking video game. And I told my brother, like, dude, I can do this. So we took the car, where we drove overnight. He was like 10 years older, and we drove overnight, and we stayed in Ohio for the weekend. And I was an amateur bracket, and I won the amateur, went into the pro, and I made top 3. I came 3rd.
Holy shit.
And then the people there were like, who the fuck is this kid Devious? And then they liked me, and they sponsored me to go to the next event, and I won that event.
You get fucking sponsors
I know.
and shit.
I know I did. I was sponsored.
It's amazing.
Red Bull. I had like different like T-shirts, and it was like a crazy. Then once
You still have a lifetime supply of Red Bull coming to your door.
I know, right? I wish, dude. That'd
Every
be the
month.
perfect. No,
package for devious.
Dude, it was like a weird life. I was 15. It was a weird. Every month I would go travel to a new like Orlando, Vegas, one in Chicago, New York.
Yeah.
And compete and like sign autographs and like, oh, your Divas, and sign your hat. Okay, cool. Hey, like people, like, yo, sign my controller. Like I was legit.
No shit.
That dude. I'm like, dude, I am like 15 years old.
Yeah.
And I was a little cocky fucking kid, man. I would talk so much shit.
You're like the kid in Grandma's Boy. He's like, let's fucking do it.
Yes,
Let's fucking rage.
Yeah. Dude, I talked a lot of shit, but I was it was like legit some of the best times of my life because sometimes you have a team where you can do FFA.
Yeah.
Free for all.
Okay. Yeah.
And just adding structure to this. And so I was really good at free for all by myself, but I was on the team, and sometimes we're like kids, we're like teenagers. We didn't have a hotel, but we would figure it out when we get there.
Uh-huh.
So we'd fly in and have no place to stay. But I love the
I
environment.
love how you're like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone.
Yeah, we had no.
I'll take a room.
Yeah, we had nowhere, but it was like the best vibe because the MLG, like the gaming thing, rented out a hotel, and people would leave their hotel rooms open so you can land. So you can like walk into a stranger, it's like, hey, you guys landing? Oh, let me land with you. Land till like 4 or 5 in the morning. Every door was like open. The whole hotel, like, all the kids were there. It was, dude,
that's amazing.
Such a fun time. And then I was like, oh, and then this is before gaming was like a cool thing.
Yeah.
Like before, I was on TV for a bit, but before it hit like Twitch Prime.
That's your TV credit for stand-up?
It really is.
Like, you've seen him on G4 TV.
You've seen him back ESPN3 back in the day. It was like all before it became really big.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, I kind of think, fuck it, I'll join the army. And but now it became like, it's more of a bigger thing. Like gaming's more like, oh, it's a cool thing. I'm like, dude, I mean, I don't think I would have stayed doing it. I'm glad I went to the army.
You would have been like the first guy on Twitch probably and shit.
Well, the guy who was on now, Ninja, he was one of my Halo friends. And I destroyed him all the time. He sucked.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dude, call him out and get some followers and shit.
I could. I guarantee.
Hey, yo, Ninja.
Yeah.
Devious is back.
I guarantee if I'm like, yo, it's Devious, he knows who I am. We played back in the day. Yeah, I can definitely do that.
But that's what's fun. Like that's what made me go A to C on that is like people getting like Andy getting known for the story.
Yeah.
You're getting known now on Twitch. Like, holy shit, you were Devious back in the day.
Yeah, but random people. If I play a game with them in Halo, they're like, oh, are you the real Devious? Back in the day, you're Devious. I'm like, yeah, it's me. And people are like, oh shit, man, I didn't know you played him. I just started playing, and it's just cool for people to still recognize. But
yeah,
I mean, I only bought it because I'm bored here at home.
Yeah, but dude, you should start the Twitch back up and stuff, man.
That camera I bought.
Because now you can bring comedy. Those are the funniest ones, though. Dude.
No.
Because now, like, people playing Super Mario or something, and it's just being funny, like, fuck, my
I think they said Mario.
What, Mario?
Mario?
I'm Italian.
I'm about to say Mario?
East Coast Italian guy.
Yeah, okay.
Super Mario.
That's so good.
They don't say Mario.
Mario.
Super Mario. There's Mario, Luigi Mario. Best movie of all time.
Which one?
Super Mario.
Super Mario? Is that the one with the...
John Leguizamo?
Yeah.
Oh, the best. So good.
Well, actually, like, when I don't forgot a lot about it, but I do remember him in that very...
It was kind of a weird, like... It was a weird movie where it was just, like, the way they made Goombas and stuff, they kind of, like, shrunk your brain on it. It was, like... It was like a weird, like, world underneath of New York and stuff.
There's very few movies from that time that hold up.
Yeah, but that's still a good one. I still like that. And Mortal Kombat too. Like that was
that one holds up. That one
holds up. The first one, second one was kind of. Well, second one was good too. It's just that funny scene where like they throw someone. I forget who it is. They throw him into the fire pit, and then like an hour later they use that same shot, and it has nothing.
I need to go back.
It's not even that same area. They're like in the desert, and then they show him getting thrown into fire off a tower.
Dude, I need to go back and watch it.
It's the same, like, you know, sound effects. It's like the sound guy was just like, dude, this movie, fuck it. Dude.
Just go.
Just, come on. This is crazy.
Damn, do I need to go back? I feel like there's a lot of movies I need to go back and rewatch and revisit.
Street Fighter was a good video game movie.
Yeah, that was a good
Jean-Claude Van Damme is the American.
I'm trying to think of the best video. Resident Evil. I feel like the
OG
Resident Evil is probably my favorite one, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how many they made now, but the OG one.
I think I've seen the first one. I used to be so scared of the Resident Evil video games.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I remember like I don't know if it was number 1 or 2, when those like creatures come out of the glass like
Oh
ceiling.
yeah.
I fucking shit myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, just like, and I was never good at them because it was like you had to like be scarce of like your bullets and like all that other stuff.
That is true. You can't like, save that for that round and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'd always just be like, just like
fuck everyone. Oh fuck
use a bazooka on like a zombie dog and then be like, oh, here comes the bat.
And we're dead.
Here comes the boss. Yeah. I got a knife left.
Yeah. Games are so different now. I played what was it The Last of Us?
Oh, I gotta go back and play that.
I just played it I played it when I was in China. My roommate he brought his PS4 over there.
Okay.
And after training, we'll be back in the room, and he played. I didn't play it, and he's like, "You want to try it out?"
Yeah.
And then me and him at the end of the night, we just played fucking The Last of Us, and it's so like complex, and the story is amazing.
So
and
insane. Yeah.
it's like, dude.
They just released the second one, Last of Us 2. That's why I gotta go back and play the first one. I had it too. I bought it for like
Really?
$10 on like PS Game Days or whatever. But
Did you beat it?
no, I didn't. I haven't played it yet.
Dude.
I finished Red Dead Redemption.
Which I heard everyone play that game.
Yeah, which was so good too.
I
The
haven't played
story of
It's
that
like
was.
that and Fortnite are the games that
Yeah.
people are playing.
We've been playing Warzone a lot now.
I just got that.
We like lose all the time.
Really?
We always get
Who's we?
me. It's me, my buddy Mike back in Jersey, and my buddy Paul Brodo. He's on my improv team out here, but we've been friends for
Oh, okay.
15 years. You know.
Yeah.
So we all get together. We've been playing that like every in quarantine,
lose
dude,
a lot.
every single night. Dude,
What do you play on?
PlayStation.
Oh, we're on Xbox.
Yeah, we can play together.
Is it crossover?
It's because he's got PC. My buddy Paul.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we gotta play sometime.
I just got the game.
You're probably killer on it,
Well,
dude. If you got Halo,
that's what my friend got me
I'm
on.
gonna call my buddy Snipe like, dude, I got Devious. Like, you got Devious?
It's him.
It's him.
Yo, Call of Duty is such a different. Well, because my friend.
We're gonna be getting mowed down and be like, it's him. It's him.
Save us,
And then you come out of nowhere. It's Devious.
All dead. Move forward.
Yeah.
No, I just got that like 5 days ago because in Halo it's fun to play now, but it's hard to get games because not everyone plays it anymore. I mean, you can get them during the day. My friend was like, "Dude, Warzone is the game that like, if you want to stream, go to Warzone."
Yeah.
He's like, "I know you don't like any other game but Halo, but try it out." So I tried it out
It
for
was
my
fun.
first time 5 days ago, and it was fun.
I'm not
I
a
do
big
like
shooter
it.
guy myself, but like I
The
kind of
Battle Royale, right?
Battle Royale, yeah. See, we're like, it's not that we lose all the time. We're a top 10 team, which is great. But like we won one time. The last time we won was like April. It's like we're never gonna fucking win again because like we always get like because what happens is the gas starts coming in on you.
Yeah.
So like it closes the area real small. So like we're good at like kind of like staying like
Oh.
teamwork and trying to like stay like hidden and then like we clip some people and stuff and blah blah. But when you get into that closed circle and it's just like a free for all, we always get like just fucking taken down, dude. It's like Paul last night, it was him and one other guy, and then the fucking guy killed him. And so we got second place, you know,
which is good.
which is still great. But
Yeah.
that's why we always end up getting like, I always say we're a top 10 team. Sometimes we're top 5 because there's like. That game's insane. It's 150 people, I think.
Well, they have
once.
a mini royale now or whatever, a new
Uh,
playlist. Pretty much
yeah.
Battle Royale, but cut in half.
Yeah, they don't.
So my first game ever is I played the
The mini royale.
mini royale.
Oh, shit.
I was the last one, or me and another.
You won already.
No, I did. I tied. I didn't know. To be fair, I followed.
I've been playing it for months.
I followed my friend. My Mike was like, "Dude, follow me." And
Yeah.
I just found out how to shoot, get my loadouts. I didn't know anything, and I followed him.
Uh-huh.
I killed like 3 people, but I just followed with him. And it came down to the very end, me, him, and another guy. And my friend was like, "Go to the window, go on the ledge, and don't jump out." And I didn't know what he wanted me to do, so I like stood there. And then when I was out there, I'm like, "Oh shit, the gas is like,"
Yeah.
and then I got shot.
Oh shit.
And then the last guy killed both of us. But I
Ah.
could have, if I knew what he wanted me to do, which is like look out because we're getting. If I knew that, I would have
Yeah.
looked out and shot him because the guy was right there, not looking at me.
Oh, you would have won.
I know, but I was like, "Oh, the gas is coming in."
Dude, that's how we got so close like 2 weeks ago, where it was like me, Mike got killed. I think it was me, Paul, and one other guy. And I just seen him in the fucking bush, and I was like, "Oh!" And then he fucking mowed me down. And then he ended up getting Paul right after that because Paul like popped out. He was in the bush too, so he popped out to sea and then fucking clipped him. I was like,
Fuck.
God damn it! But we're always like top 10. It seems like
Okay.
we'll get knocked out early sometime if kids like just fucking murder us real quick. You know what I mean? You end up in the
Yeah.
wrong area or something.
Well, I do like. I do like the game better than I thought I would because I'm like, so like just Halo is really the only video game everyone's like, oh, did you play this game or like Red Dead Redemption? Only game,
Yeah.
legit Halo.
Red Dead Online's got to pick it up though. It's really like nothing to do.
Really?
Like the game itself, the single player is fucking great and the story's awesome. But like online, it's really just like, hey, want to go ride your horse over to? It's like there's like some shootouts. Like you have shootouts and stuff, but it's like it's not like you can't like rob banks and stuff yet. You can't like I think they're gonna eventually. Yeah,
that's all Grand Theft Auto shit, right?
Grand Theft Auto has like a casino and stuff now where you
Yeah.
can just rob the casino and shit.
See, I didn't play any of these games.
Mm-hmm.
I just know of them. So when my friend got me on Call of Duty, that was a thing for me where I'm like, okay, fine, let me try a new game out. And then I tried it, I'm like, pretty good.
Yeah,
A little bit, I like the whole Royale circle closing in type thing.
yeah.
Not very good yet, but I'm
That's what makes it. Well, we played Plunder. We haven't played Plunder in a while. We just keep playing.
Plunder.
Plunder's just like the whole map is there, and you just got to get the most money, and
Oh,
you
I heard about
kill
that.
people and take their money, and then just kind
Yeah.
of just do missions and stuff.
I did hear about that.
Which is, I mean, we started playing Plunder first, and we got first place like 10 times in a row one night or whatever.
Oh,
and we're
shit.
like, okay, let's just.
That's
switch
a
it over.
fucking streak right there.
Yeah,
man.
we were like, because we would crush it, we would just kind of be like, because a lot of people aren't really killing in those games yet, so that's why we're like, we got to get better at killing people.
They just don't. Well, they just walk around and get money.
Yeah, you just kind of like go to places and pick up the piles of money, and then like do like missions. So missions get you like $70,000 or whatever, and you got to get the first to $1 million, and then you kind of once you get the $1 million, then you're able to like double your money and stuff. But yeah, we were getting first place like crazy in that mode. Then we switch over to Battle Royale, and we've been getting the hang of it.
And then okay, but you go in. How many people can be on a team in Battle Royale?
We do trios, but they have quads too.
Okay, trios is the one we tried. That's when we were gonna do a trio
Yeah.
for the Battle Royale, and we got
They have
Killed
all. You can
very
do solo.
quickly.
You can do solo, duos, trios, and quads.
solo. Sounds fun too.
Solos, yeah, solos kind of. I've gotten like, I think 11th place or something in solo, but I'm not good, so I just hide. Like I'm good. Like if I get to jump on someone,
I'm not good. I just
then I'll
hide.
kill them. Yeah, but dude, like I'll hide in like upstairs, and then if somebody comes up the steps, I just start shooting. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
That's
good.
one way. That's what my friend Giovanni's like that. He'll camp,
Yeah,
and we played trios, and Giovanni's like, I'm gonna go take out this team, and he went alone, and me and Mike were like, dude, why? And he got there, he's like, all right, guys, I'm waiting for you guys here. I'm camping, and he's just camping by the thing. I'm like, dude, like all he does is camp the whole entire time.
yeah. Well, it's not really camping because there are some people that camp at like they'll camp right at the loadout or something, or like a shopping cart.
Okay.
And those guys are just assholes, and like they snipe anyone that goes up to there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like, really, with Battle Royale, like it is about kind of finding a place and staying hidden.
Yeah.
And then when the circle moves, then you gotta find a new.
You gotta
place.
find a new, yeah.
Then you gotta like
And then usually when you move to that new place, that's when you get lit up.
yeah, because someone else is in that house or the building, or they're sniping up top, and you have to go up and take over that place, and then you're
Yeah.
camping there, and then
I do want to play now. I feel like I'm like, dude,
it is
kinda
fun.
feeding
Man.
the Battle Royale now.
It is fun.
I do want to stream it.
Yeah.
And that camera I bought, it's like, I paid so much for this camera. But it's like perfect like HD quality. It's like a 4K
It's only
one.
$5,000, dude.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, fine. But I got paid, I got paid unemployment through all this through Flappers.
Really? Flappers is playing unemployment?
For me, yeah, I guess.
Oh shit.
I did, because I worked there. Well, I interned there and I worked there for a while.
Oh yeah, you're doing the sound, yeah.
Yeah, so during this whole quarantine, I got paid a little bit of money, and I'm like, well, what do I spend my money
Yeah.
on?
Thanks, Flappers.
Sponsored by Flappers. That, and then the table, and then the mics.
and these
And
fancy
the
newscaster
fancy
chairs, dude.
I like
We're
these a
rocking
lot.
the Bulls.
How bad is that coffee I made you, by the way?
It's pretty good, dude.
You don't have to lie. No one's watching. You don't have to lie.
Turn this fucking mic off.
I
No, coffee's coffee to me, man. I never know if it's good or not. You know what I mean? It is
See, I
what it
feel the
is.
same way you do. Like I drink my black coffee. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. So for me, and like I don't. Hey, what kind of coffee? I don't care. But I know other people are like, oh, I want some creamer and some sugar.
Are you on the 7-Eleven app?
No,
Bro.
it's at the.
It's dollar coffees all the time. Any size. It was for a while.
Not
But then also, like, every 7th cup you get free if you scan it and stuff. But, like, 7-Eleven coffee's like a dollar. It's like,
Oh shit.
you know. My dad, I do a joke about that. My dad, he always makes fun of Starbucks. He calls it $5. He's like, $5 for a cup of coffee? You're wasting your fucking money. Like,
$5.
what do you do? Because the shit is so expensive.
Yeah,
but it's
it
fucking
is.
coffee. You know?
It really is. And people that get like, I love people that think they're drinking coffee and they're like, let me get the Frappuccino extra caramel whipped cream.
I do that.
Do you? Fuck you! How? How do you think you're drinking coffee? How? There's no way.
I'm that guy.
There's no way you
Can I
think
get a
that's.
Frappuccino but a little extra chocolate on top?
There's no way you think that's coffee.
But I like it as like a cold drink. Like I like the.
But you know that's not. If someone's like, hey, what did you do today?
It's like an espresso. You get an espresso shot in there and stuff. You know what I mean?
It's
not like coffee like beans in there, but like it's like a French vanilla. You know what I mean?
So even like all that like French vanilla cream and all.
Cappuccino.
Yeah, dude. I just can't, man.
That's why when you said coffee, I thought you were gonna give me a frappuccino when I got here.
Where's the frap
I'm like,
at?
Excuse me. Do you have? That's a great $5,000 camera you have there, but.
But other than that, no, I usually, even when I go get coffee there, it's like, let's get a large coffee or a grande coffee with a little bit of almond milk.
Yeah, but even that's like $7.
Yeah, it's more than, I'm like,
which is like, what the fuck?
And like the
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts, the little K-Cups are like $9 for like
I love
15 of them.
See, Dunkin' Donuts, that's when I started getting the coffee culottes,
I don't know
which
what
are
that
great.
is.
It's like a frozen coffee. It's like a slushy, but it's a.
Wait, did you drink that out here or back home?
They have them out here. They just made one near my house, dude. I was like, addicted
Well, they
to it.
just, they made one here, but for a long
Yeah.
time, the only Dunkin' Donuts was in Hollywood,
Okay.
off like on Hollywood Boulevard. And I just went there because I'm in Chicago, that's all I drank was Dunkin'.
Oh yeah.
And I came here and there was no Dunkin'.
Yeah, they
At
just
all.
made them a couple years ago, but they just built one. It's like brand new near my house. I live in like East LA, so like West Covina, they have one.
East LA, but like Alhambra and all that.
I live right now. Yeah.
Have we talked about that? Because I used to live in Alhambra.
Really?
My first spot, my friend from the army, I lived in his like step family's house. I rented out like a small room in Alhambra
Oh, okay.
in a house full of Mexicans that didn't speak English. And I was just there. I'm like, yeah, it was right in the
Do you
heart
speak
of
any
it.
Spanish or no?
A little bit. I understand it very well.
Yeah.
And like if someone's talking to me in Spanish, I'm like, okay, yeah, and I can talk. I'm like, hey, I know what you mean.
But they didn't say it.
But no, I know what they mean. Like I can get if you drop me off in Mexico,
Uh-huh.
I can get around. I can make my point in Spanish, but it's not gonna be like a fluent like. I'm gonna be like, well, si quiero eso, no puedo. Like, I can get to the point, but it's gonna take
Yeah.
me a minute
Nice.
because I'm not great at it.
If you drop me off in Mexico, you'll never see me again.
Well, you look like those what is it? The like the people from South America, like they can speak Spanish.
I do. Really?
Yeah, like those
The
white
hair-
boys.
the long hair,
Yeah, I
I don't
think the
know.
hair. Which you're the first person out here whose hair is can probably beat mine. I think we had this talk before too.
You've always got the good hair, though. You know.
Why
Mine's super long.
I didn't
yeah.
put anything onto it. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. I can't.
Oh,
This shit
man.
here,
Yeah.
and I got a line. This is
It's
too
always
much.
your beard game's always been great.
Yeah, well,
You got
thank
the
you.
good beard game.
Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow to like make it clean and
Yeah.
during quarantine.
Like, don't
I
lose
just-
the beard. I remember when you brought the beard in, and I was like, keep the beard, and you took it off, and I was like, what are you doing, dude?
Don't do that.
You're changing your whole set.
Don't do beard. No, just grow the beard. Grow
Keep
the
the beard, man. Keep the beard.
Yeah, when I shave it off, I have like straight baby face, and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Even for the whole the China thing, the film thing, they wanted me to. They were like, I told them like, do I have to shave my? Can I leave my beard? Like, I really want the beard. They're like, you
Uh-huh.
might have to shave it. I'm like,
Shit.
but I don't want to shave it off.
Yeah.
I like it
Can
too
I
much.
keep it? Like, why are you picking up your beard?
Yeah, no. It was legit right after the army because I went from like shaving it every day of my life for 4 years, like every morning,
Oh, yeah.
Right when I got out, I'm like, I remember the first month or 2 months, I didn't trim it, line it up. It just was like huge,
It just,
like
yeah.
huge. And my mom would be like, "Ay, mijo," like, oh, and I'm just like, yes, this is me now. I'm a man.
Then if you say your mom's like, can you go clean your room?
Yeah, just
I'm a
go.
man. That's so funny.
Yeah. Can you grow how far does yours grow out?
Mine, I don't know. I never like tried it. I've gone like a month, but it doesn't get like that big. It gets.
But you don't have any
It
like
might maybe.
patches or anything, really.
Yeah, it gets pretty. It gets
Yours
pretty
can be
good.
clean
Yeah,
because I have a little like right here. If this doesn't grow long, it'll be patchy.
it gets like weird at the bottom, so it gets like real like froey at the bottom, I guess.
Okay.
So if I can trim that, then I can kind of do good. Do you comb yours?
What? So
This is next level thoughts.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, what do you use for your beard?
Hey, bro.
But do you comb yours to get it like?
Hold on, I can't. Hold on, I can't. The transition from there to there.
It was such a. We talk comedy to video games. So like, bro, your fucking beard is
The
just
transition
next
is
level.
great. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, beard. Oh, dude, I have like a laugh thing. I don't wanna.
So funny.
Beard butter. That's all I wanted to say.
Beard butter?
If you put
You put beard butter in there?
put beard butter, and you can air dry, blow dry,
No shit.
and you like comb it out. I haven't done that lately, but before when I had it growing like bigger,
Damn.
and you can put beard butter and then you blow dry it out and kind of comb it out, and it would add more texture to it.
No way.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's not beard butter.
Yeah. That's
It's a
our sponsor.
It's a knockoff brand of it.
I can't believe it's not that.
Spray it on, you're like, is this butter? No, it's beard
It's
butter.
beard butter.
Yeah.
I want to make. Yeah, I have another beard wash thing now.
Okay.
But, yeah, before it was all beard butter, put it in here, and then just comb it out and blow dry it, and then it'll just be like that thicker
There you go.
texture or whatever.
Fuck yeah.
We talk
Yeah.
all manly things, so if I really have like video games, beard, comedy. This is what happened when I don't have a structure or anything. No questions.
But we do have a sponsor, and it's beard butter.
Yeah, beard butter.
Are you tired of your beard just being all not buttery? Then you need beard butter.
That's not a COVID cough.
Was that COVID cough?
That's an asthma cough.
I'll see it, man.
That's an asthma cough.
I'm the same way, dude. I have allergies too, and
I hate it.
I get like that tickle in my throat, and it's like hard, like when you're talking because you don't want to cough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're like, you know.
Get that all if I'm at fucking
Yeah.
if I'm shopping, I'm mask on,
Yeah.
and I feel like the tickle where I'm like, I gotta cough to clear it.
Yeah.
I don't want to cough, and I'm looking around like no one sees me, please.
Yeah.
Like please don't see me.
Dude, I was just in. It was weird, man. Like, you wear a mask around town and stuff.
Yeah,
I think all of LA is kind of like
You have
mask
to.
friendly. We were just in Utah. We did a show out there. You know Val Duro? You ever meet her?
Valderro.
Val Duro.
No, you did a show in Utah.
We did a show, like a real live comedy show.
Please tell me how
It
that
was insane. We
I'm
did,
so jealous.
dude. First time on stage in 5 months. We did an open mic. They did like a little hotel lobby mic beforehand.
No.
I fucking bombed. I got laughs, but like I was so all over the place. And
Is it
just
because
calling
of
out every
the
single
nerves
thing.
of being like?
Dude, the nerves of like when she called me on stage, I was just like, you know, just like.
I love that, but I
Yeah.
don't. But I love it.
Yeah, it was cool, but like I felt just all over the place. And then like the next night we actually had the actual show, and I felt like I crushed it. It was fucking great. It was great. It was all Mormons in the crowd, so I couldn't really curse a lot.
So you're clean.
Kind of clean, but like at one point in my set, I said, I was like, "Can I say the F word? Like, do you guys want me to say the F word?" And it was so funny. Like half the crowd was like, "Yeah," and the one side of the crowd was like, "No," and I was like, "Oh fuck, what do I do?" And then they were like, "I was like, you guys are gonna leave probably." But what was insane was like Utah doesn't give a fuck about masks.
So all the audience had nothing.
Well, they had to enter the place. They had to enter the place with a mask on. But when they sat down, they all took their masks off.
Which I think is the dumbest thing.
Well, we were still like, I still felt safe because we were still. It was a theater. Like she runs this place out of like she's a comedian too, but she's a booker and she used to live out there. I think she still like lives half there. Like she has family out there still. But it was like a legit fucking like theater. Like it was like there was like 70 people there and like it was. But we were far away. We were like, you know, just 30 feet away from the crowd and stuff, which was like what made us feel safe about that instead of being like on top of people. Like,
yeah, well, that's how it is
You
at
know.
restaurants. I think it's dumb. You'll wear it and then get to the table and take it off. And
yeah, dude, we we were gonna go to a bar afterwards. They're like, hey, there's this cool like rooftop bar like afterwards if you want to go, whatever.
So jealous.
And we were like, okay, cool, we'll stop by. And we went, and like there was supposed to be like a rooftop. We go to the rooftop, and everyone's fucking smoking. So we're like, okay, this defeats the purpose of everything. So then no one inside was wearing a mask. Not one person in the bar. They were all like fucking drinking, and fucking dancing, fucking making out and stuff. And we were like, you know, Erin Tracy was there too, and she was like,
oh really?
She was like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Wait, Erin. I'm so confused. I know there's two Erins.
Erin Tracy.
Yeah, okay, that's one. Gotcha.
Yeah. You know Erin. You're the one.
Yeah, but she's gonna be on it very.
Oh, okay.
But there's two Erins I know.
Oh, well, she'll talk about Utah too.
Yeah, okay. There's two Erins I know, and then she told me she just got back from that.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't know you guys went to get. Okay, that makes sense because you did tell me like you're leaving for Utah.
Yeah.
I hit her up. She's like, "Oh, I'll be back. I'm in Utah."
Yeah, we were in Utah.
I didn't put it together.
We got booked on the same show. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's on it tomorrow.
No shit.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
She was gonna be on tomorrow, but I told her to come Saturday because when I upload the footage from my phone to Google Drive, it will interrupt. Sometimes it takes forever. And last time, if I did back-to-back podcasts, it wouldn't like.
Yeah.
So now I give it a day, and I told her, but yeah, she'll be here.
Yeah.
She lives like right down the road.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, she lives.
Okay.
I ran into her like a few times, like I'm just walking in Glendale.
Yeah, this is next level thought. Oh shit.
Oh, Aaron, what up?
What's up? What's going on
I
with
know
you?
you guys did a show out there.
Yeah, but when we went to that bar afterwards, she was the one that's like, let's get the fuck out of here. And like within like 10 minutes, because we were had our mask on, and like, dude, people were looking at us like we were crazy, like having the mask on and stuff, and we were like, let's get the fuck out of here. You know, it was like, yeah.
Even around town, walking around. And
nobody wearing a mask. Nobody.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was weird. But, like, nobody was, like, coughing and, like, we're not sick, you know, now.
Yeah.
Like, you know. I would have called you if I was like, can't wait to do the podcast, bro.
I know, man. That would be, well, that's one, people are like, Sal DeSantos, he was going to be on it, and then, like, the night before, he's like, I don't know, I'm kind of worried about this whole COVID thing, and
yeah,
I'm visiting my parents. I'm like, hey, man, no worries. Like, if you're at all, like, skeptical or scared, it's fine.
Yeah.
I do the best I can to be safe. I have hand sanitizer there, and
there you go.
I wear a mask, and that's all I can really do.
That's all we can do, yeah.
Like,
but you were in did you talk about that on the podcast yet? That you were in, like, ground zero of it?
No, I don't think so. I mentioned I was in China before on one thing, but yeah, no,
I messaged you. I was like, "Are you okay?"
I do remember your message, dude. Yeah, I was doing filming a movie out there, and we had to do a few weeks of boot camp with the military, with Chinese military, and they put me in charge of like training like some actors. It was pretty much just all the actors learning how to use weapons on camera. We did that, and then like I remember our third week in, they were like, we got your day off. We usually do 1 day off, and we work 6 days.
Okay.
And another day off, and we're like, all right, cool. We're getting paid days off too, so we're just in the hotel chilling.
Good shit, yeah.
All right, another day off, and we're like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
There was like 3 days off in a row, and we're like, what's going on? And then they're trying to postpone the film thing because you guys heard of this whole COVID thing in Wuhan, which is in the other part of China. We were like right near North Korea, China, like legit within 20 miles. Like, we were right by North Korea.
Wow. And
they were like, well, Wuhan has like this little COVID thing. It won't be a big thing.
A little COVID?
Yeah, I swear. They said,
we got this little thing. It's like a little bit of a flu.
People are a little bit worried. We just have to be extra safe. And then we started doing that. Like,
you want to put these hazmat suits on? It's whatever. Whatever you want to do.
It's whatever you feel safe with.
Oh, my God.
And then we just started doing like the whole hand sanitizer and wearing a mask out filming.
Yeah.
But it went to like, we'll do a day of filming. Then they got word again. It was one day it was a big deal. The next day it was like, oh, it's fine. And then we had like 5 days off in a row, and then they told us like we have to be quarantined in the hotel, and we might not be able to leave.
Wow, yeah, so you couldn't leave the country. Yeah.
So once we got, that was the part that people freaked out because before then, it was very like civil, and then once that happened, me and my friend were like, we were up drinking one night. We're like, dude, we had like 70 American soldiers cramped in a hotel, like all this like testosterone, people like anger, like I'm like, dude, shit's about to pop off, and sure enough, dude. That next day, there was fights that broke out in the hallway. They came to our floor to jump one of our team members, and we went back and retaliated and went to their floor. And it was like people were losing their mind, dude. And then
I was gonna say you're in your room being like, "Devious is back."
Dude, it was a crazy.
You're gonna touch behind you, people dying. You're like, fuck
Don't
yeah,
worry
bro.
about that. People were losing their mind. Because it was
God.
Chinese New Year. We had and fireworks were like dirt cheap, so people were
This is
throwing
like this is like mid-February,
yeah,
right?
people were throwing M80s out the window and fireworks out the hotel, and people were just like in complete chaos. And that's when fights broke out.
Oh my god!
And because it was, think about it, if you're there and you're not sure if you can go home.
Well, if you're stuck anyway, you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, you're just in a hotel and you're like, and you can't even leave the hotel. Like, we recommend don't leave the hotel. If you do, wear your mask and go get your groceries or whatever and come right back.
Wow.
So everyone was like freaking the fuck out, and it showed because people, two people bought their tickets back home, but right when they went to the airport closed down. It was a small town. They had to go to another airport, and people.
Is it still closed now from China?
I think so.
I think Trump was like, we're gonna get rid of the. Yeah.
It's a good Trump impression. I'm so bad. I can just.
Patrick Jar, you're not gonna come back. You're not gonna do it.
I'm just gonna play that for the intro, for the promo for the clip. Me and Trump.
Yeah.
No, I think the.
Now, Patrick, you were in China. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something about China. Now, you were devious, right?
Just hearing that devious in that voice.
Were you devious?
How long did it take you to do the Trump? How long did you practice impressions?
Oh, I don't know. I just did it.
Just
was that good?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I can only
It's gonna be tremendous. You know, you gotta do the hand. I guess do a little something like this.
The hand.
I think I went like JFK on that one, but
I can't even. The hand.
the hand.
The hand.
Let me see. With China, you want to do something like this, and then you talk about China, and then I had a good Bernie. I did a good Bernie for a while, but it turned into like Jimmy Hoffa. I did it like before.
Where you do the Cardi B and Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, that's my big closer.
That's my favorite. That's such a good joke. Because every time I hear him, it's coming.
Thanks,
like,
man. Cause y'all can't fuck with me if you wanted to. This expensive. This is red bottom. This is. That's always my closer. It always gets it. I've been practicing a Bill Burr impression actually.
Bill Burr?
Yeah, let me see if I can get it. Hold on. Yeah, we're here on Next Level Thoughts, and I'm just here. I'm here with Patrick. He's a good guy, everybody. But you listen to my podcast, and then you say, what the fuck? It's a Monday morning podcast, but right now we're on Next Level Thoughts, and I don't fucking know, dude. I guess you really gotta think about, like, you were in China, and then you got stuck in China's fucking military and everything, and fucking, is this a good Bill Burr? All right, let's cut the fucking tape, will ya?
That's so good.
It's a good thing, man. I've been trying it for a while.
That's so good. Oh, I'm so bad at impressions. I'm not. When I first started stand-up, we'll get back to the China thing in a bit. I want to do impressions right now because when I first started stand-up, I was like, I'm gonna be an impressionist.
Yeah.
and the only one I can do or try was like, Chris, wow, just saying wow, and I did all the only words like that and like. You take the knife and you stab him. Wow, and then just that, and I had to try and do impressions for like 3 days.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I'm not that person to do impressions.
Did you listen to Conan's podcast?
No.
He's got an amazing podcast, man. Conan Needs a Friend, but he had Dana Carvey on there for like 4 episodes straight, just like talking about life and like doing like impressions and stuff. He said the trick of doing an impression, I think that was on Conan's podcast, he said it, always say their name when you're doing it on stage. So if you say like, you're like, oh, this is Christopher Walken, then people will be like, oh, Christopher Walken. Then they tune in to it.
Really?
Yeah. Instead of just going like,
oh.
Yeah. Be like, whoa, I'm Christopher Walken.
Ah.
Then it kind of gets you in the mindset, but it gets people being like, oh,
that's him.
Christopher Walken.
Instead of having them. But I know the people that are really good at it, they don't say, I guess like Bill Hader and them. Do they?
Yeah,
they
but they're in like costume and stuff too sometimes.
Oh, that's a good point.
You know
right.
what I mean?
And they're you're right.
Costume. But if you see like Melissa Villaseñor, like she's incredible.
Yeah.
When she's doing like her, what's his name, Owen Wilson and stuff, and she's just like, I keep doing Owen Wilson.
That was the end. The end of that was good. I can hear it like.
I don't know, like no, that's not Owen Wilson. I can't do it, but she's like, wow. You have to do something like this, and then you say, wow, I'm Owen Wilson on Next Level Thoughts.
Wow. Just you say Next Level Thoughts and all this fucking things.
This will be your opener. This is
the Bill Burr thing might be the clip I pick.
Is that it? Okay.
It might. Because I know I'm gonna go and
every fucking time you next to Bill Burr. Hey everybody, it's Bill Burr. This is the Monday morning, maybe Thursday afternoon podcast. Yeah, I was sitting at home and fucking, he always says fucking, that's an East Coast thing. We always say fucking,
You're from New York, right?
Jersey.
Jersey?
Yeah, same thing out here.
Is it?
It's so funny.
Out there it's different, right?
I always make that joke as like a New York guy out here. We're always be like, oh, Jersey, we're like fucking brothers. But back home we'd be like, go fuck yourself, New York, you know? Which is like what, I mean, I never did that, but it's kind of the same. We're all like...
Is it because the New York people think like they're cool? Like, oh, we're from New York, New York. You're not from New York.
New York, yeah. I mean, they have Sinatra, you know, so that's one thing they have on us in the Yankees.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, New York people are just very like, we're the fucking city, you know, but like, see, Jersey's different because we don't have a city. See, I grew up in South Jersey, so we always went to Philly. I was like 10 minutes over the bridge from Philly, so like my teams were like Flyers, Phillies. Philadelphia was our city. Whereas North Jersey, their city's New York. Now, New York people are just straight up, this is our fucking city, you know?
That makes
sense. So Jersey's always been like that in between of like, North people always go New York, South always goes Philly.
And then you're just...
And then Delaware is just banned, you know? Nobody cares about Delaware.
That makes sense. But then out here, if you're in New York and New Jersey, oh, hey, we're family.
We're East Coast. Yeah. I had a friend before, she's like, Virginia, like, I'm East Coast too. I'm like, you're on that coast, but no.
Calm down, bitch.
Take it easy, okay?
Chill.
Yeah, sure, yeah, say what you want. East Coast, yeah. Because we're like that Tri-City, you know, it's like D.C., like, I think Chicago's Midwest, right? Chicago's still like, even out here I say like, oh, East Coast, like Chicago is kind of like, I don't know.
I think Midwest.
Midwest, yeah.
Usually it's like Midwest and anyone from like around, like, Indiana, Wisconsin. I mean, I don't think I met my roommates from Indiana.
Chicago's the only big city in the Midwest, right?
There's not that many.
Unless you get like Dallas and all that stuff. But, like,
yeah,
that's
it's
the
further.
South. Yeah.
I think as far as that.
But nothing else. Yeah, Chicago's like the last good.
It's because we're awesome.
The last good city.
It's because we're awesome.
Before you get to LA, go Bulls.
Go Bulls.
Yeah, it's more like
the Bears.
The Bears.
I had an audition a week ago, and I was on football. I don't really watch football too much. I'm more of a basketball guy. But they told me, like, you're a football fan. I'm like, yeah. And then I had to do the audition. Like, I'm the biggest football fan. I'm like, the Bears. I just kept saying the whole audition. Like, give more sense. The Bears. So I just kept doing that.
Okay, thank you. We'll call you.
Legit. I've heard back.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
The
Bears. Is that guy doing a weird SNL skit?
That's SNL. The Bears. That's all I kept doing.
Yo, I had this. I think it was before like quarantine happened, like maybe like February or something. It was for the XFL, and I had to be like a big sports fan. And I'm not a big sports fan, so I bought a jersey. And I kept the tags on because I wasn't going to fucking spend $70 on a fucking jersey. So I tucked it in, right? Like inside the sleeve, and it was fine. And I did good, blah, blah. I got a callback for it.
Oh, fuck.
I go to the callback, I still have the jersey. In the middle of the callback, I was doing like something or whatever, and this tag flies out. And I was just like, I'm not getting this. I was so pissed.
No.
I was like, no! Because I tried to like tape it, but didn't like tape good, and then like I still like put it in there. It was just like, fuck, dude. I was like, I'll see you guys later. You know, like not gonna call me back.
It was like
not a chance.
There's some where you know that you're not gonna get.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have a question. One of my few questions of the podcast. What is? I usually ask people I know, right? I ask people what's the worst they bombed, which I want to know, but also what is your worst audition that you had?
I think you were there for the worst I bombed. It was when I was dressed as Marty McFly. Were you there for that open mic? Are you a Back to the Future fan?
Yeah, I know. I'm not a huge fan, but I'm gonna go back and watch it.
I'm gonna tell this story on the Tonight Show one day. I have to. Like, just like,
well, tell it here first.
I know, yeah. No, next up, thoughts. You're gonna hear on the Tonight Show. Yeah. No, it was Halloween, and we were doing the mic that night, and me and Erica were like, oh, let's dress up. We told everyone else, like, oh, dress up for Halloween, blah, blah, blah. Nobody else dressed up. And Erica dressed up as Wonder Woman or something, and then I dressed up as Marty McFly. And So I went up and I did all Back to the Future material. Not one fucking laugh for 5 minutes. And I was just like, my mom's got the hots for me. It's kind of crazy, you know, blah, blah. Always laughing. And then I'm like, this guy Biff, he keeps giving me shit, you know, just like, oh, he's like a real man. But like, I'm really trying to get my dad to be more brave, you know, just like all this stuff. Nobody cares at all. I'm like, I have a crazy doctor friend. Nobody gives a fuck. So like my last line I was about to done, I was like, thanks guys. Guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are going to love it.
That get a laugh?
And that got like a little bit of a chuckle.
Did that get a laugh?
But it was so like that was improv at the end, and I was so proud of myself for having that tag at the end. But that was the worst I ever bombed, dude. 5 minutes dressed as Marty McFly.
And you were hosting that night, right?
And I was
So
hosting.
you had to come back up, and that's the worst
as
part.
Marty McFly.
The worst part I know from hosting is if you bomb,
Yeah.
you come back and then you're like,
Yeah.
not you again.
So every time I came, I was like, da-da-da-da-da-da. Coming up right now, Patrick Jara.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that was the worst I ever bombed. I guess I bombed like other times too. We all bomb. You know? We got bomb.
But there's those bombs that like stick with you where you're like,
That one really stuck with me because I was trying something new. It was all new shit.
And you dressed up, which I think
it was dressed up. Yeah, I guess that's why it sticks out the most is because I'm dressed like the fucking character.
That's why for me, because if you just bomb normally, you can just go back and be like, oh, fuck it, that didn't. But you're whatever, you're you.
Yeah.
When you go back, you're still like,
I'm Marty McFly.
Oh, yeah.
So funny.
That would be good.
What's the worst you ever bombed?
Fuck, I have a few. Oh, no, well, I think I told you before. I did the, forgot the name of the thing in San Diego. It was a show in San Diego. Madhouse, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And I went to a wedding in Chicago, my friend's wedding, and their family lived out here in San Diego. They're like, hey, if you ever have a show, let us know. And I told them, hey, I have a show in San Diego coming up. And she brought her family, like 5 people came to my show. And I had a 7:30 and a 9:30 show. And 7:30, they put me in like the smaller room. Mm-hmm. I did 12 minutes, I think.
Fuck yeah.
Which is a good amount of time. And
there
was a packed house, like 50, 60 people. But they were all older because like it was like
it's San Diego, yeah.
It's a young earlier time. There were older people. When I was second up there, the first guy killed.
Comedy Palace is that way too. It was a lot older.
No, that's where it was. Sorry, Comedy Palace.
Oh, was it Comedy
Palace?
Yeah,
That's where it was.
Yeah.
When I was in the smaller room.
Yeah.
Where like the door was like a normal door to get in.
Yeah.
And then I was in there, wherever the amount of people was, it was full. And the first guy went up there and crushed. And I think I had this tendency, a bad habit, which I learned now not to do, to just be really like too loose before I go up to like not even think, just kind of like whatever, dude, whatever happens. Like I know I'm good. Like I'll go. Oh, I think am I next? All right, cool. Am I next? All right, cool. Like so, like very like
yeah. Fuck it. I'll take a Red Bull. You know, I was sponsored by that.
I was like I had a terrible habit of like not really like. I open with this and do that and all right, let's go. And I just was very loose with it. And I went up there, and they just did not like me, dude, from the get go. But what made it the worst is because usually if you're bombing and you acknowledge it, you can like get the crowd. Then you're like, oh fuck, I bad. I wasn't that great then, or I wasn't good.
So you just kept going.
But I went. Now that I keep going, I didn't want to acknowledge I was doing bad because the family came to watch me.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't want them to know. I didn't want to go through and be like, well, I guess I'm off night tonight or whatever. But like, because they were there.
Yeah. So
I didn't say anything. I just kept going for 12 minutes. And it just got worse and worse.
Your family's like, you were really great up there.
so then I went into like my favorite, like my porn bit, which kills every time. But they were older. They hated it. Right when I started the porn bit, the lady in the front, she goes, I remember that.
That's such a good bit too, dude.
What?
With you, yeah.
And I thought it would kill, and it.
Yeah.
Nothing. They hated me, and then after the family came up to me, oh, you were so good up there, and I hated that.
Did you do your nobody pray for me? It's like
no, I didn't do that one. I didn't do that one, and I should have, or I don't know what. I just need to acknowledge I sucked that night, and then I just hated it after the family. Oh, you were really good. Let me take a picture with you, and I'm like, you know, that's worst feelings. Like I know I sucked. You don't want to tell me I sucked.
In the picture, you're like...
my eyes are dead. And then they left. They didn't say the 9:30 show.
All right, guys, don't tag me.
Hey, just delete me off social media. All right, thank you.
Never talk to you guys again. Great seeing you.
Later. And it sucked.
Have a nice trip back to Chicago. All right.
And it sucked. And then the worst was the 9:30 show crushed it. The best set I ever had.
Wow.
Legit, like, I came in with this, like, I'm gonna fucking crushed.
Wow.
It worked, like, both opposite ends of it.
I love that. Well, at least you ended the night on a good note.
I did end on a good note, and I'm like, but now that family thinks I suck. Because that's the only time they've seen me. They haven't seen me.
For how many years ago was that? That was
like 2 months ago.
This was last week, bro.
It was like 2 years ago. I think it was either the beginning of last year or 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, you'll redeem yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be fine. But with them, like, they for sure think I suck.
Yeah.
And I've done way better since then, but they don't know.
See, that's one of the reasons I don't, like, when I would host Flappers at the weekends, I would do the 2 shows, and then people are like, oh, come do the mic, too. If I had a good 9:30 show, I don't want to do the mic.
Yeah, you're like...
Because I want to end on a high note.
Yeah.
And I feel like that, like, gives me a better... Like, I know, like, some people are like, as much stage time as I can. As much stage time. Yeah. And it's like, no, I don't want to try anything new or do the mic. I want to leave on that high.
That's a good...
But if I bomb the 9:30, I'm like, let me redeem myself a little bit. Or
that's
something.
a good way to look at it. To have I think leaving off on a good note, if you can, is very helpful.
Yeah.
Because if you leave off on that shitty note...
But for you, like, that 7:30 sucked, and you're like, fuck, dude, what the fuck am I doing? And 9:30 just boosted you back up, and you're like, yeah, whatever. You're not really that close to family.
I don't even know who they are anyway. But I've done the opposite before, because I did the House of Blues in Anaheim, and I'm like, oh, I fucking crushed it. I was taking pictures, they loved me, and I was driving back, I'm like, well, you know what, I can make the Flappers mic at 10:30. I'm gonna hit it up, I'm gonna end it with the Flappers mic. And I went there, and I just bombed, and I was destroyed.
Yeah.
And I drove home, and I'm like, I might quit comedy now. I don't know what else to do.
I like to this is like my go-to. I'm like, is it gonna be an In-N-Out Burger night, or is it gonna be a Carl's Jr.? You know what I mean?
Is it
because if I had a great fucking show,
and
on the way home, I'm probably gonna stop at In-N-Out Burger. If I sucked, I was like, I'm just going to the closest thing. That's Carl's Jr.
What's around the corner?
Yeah.
Gas station food, whatever, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever. So it's like, kind of like, which I guess both those foods, it shouldn't be fast food.
Yeah.
It's an unhealthy option, but I'm going to go In-N-Out Burger because, you know, like I did great.
What do you get from In-N-Out?
Get that double, extra toasted.
Oh, shit.
No onions. And then I get my fries well done. Like, they cook the fries a little more, so they're crunchy.
Just regular fries, like not animal?
No, I dip them in like the spread.
Oh, okay. So
I don't like the onions.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
That's for me. It's like my favorite.
Sometimes I'll get cheese fries.
Damn.
If I'm feeling a little spicy, you know.
I've been trying to eat healthy, but you talking about that, I'm like, fuck, dude.
Just go get In-N-Out Burger, bro. Come on.
In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out.
Wait, so then what is so that was your worst time you bombed. What is your worst audition?
My worst audition?
Because you're like, on here I've had like comics or just strictly comics, but I know you're more like me, comic, improv, and also acting.
Acting, yeah. Man, my worst audition. I've had ones where, well, I guess my flopping around. I don't know. I haven't had that many, to be honest. Like,
I'm just really, really good at auditions.
No, it's so funny. I fucking crush every audition. It's so weird. Like, I signed with this agent last August. Actually, it's been like a year now. And they haven't gotten me many auditions, right? And I don't submit myself enough. I should. But, like, the times I have auditions, I always got a fucking callback. So I'm like, fuck, why don't you guys put me out more?
Come on, man.
Yeah. Man, I can't remember my worst audition. I did this one weird one, but I got the call because it was you know the Peruvian Theater. You can edit this name out or whatever if you want to know.
No one's listening.
Remember Paula V? They used to do that mom party at that place. Remember that mom party? Mike?
I've heard of the mom party, Mike.
That was at that place on La Brea. It was like the Peruvian Theater or whatever it was. Anyway, that guy was so fucking weird, and he looked like a super he looked like Paul Heyman from ECW. Do you watch ECW?
No, I definitely not.
I'm bombing the worst right now.
I'm gonna Google.
Do you know ECW? Do you know Paul Heyman? But do you know
But he doesn't perform in theater.
This is a Carl's Jr. kind of podcast right now. It was going good, and now I'm just getting Carl's Jr. after this.
Oh wait, I'll put a picture up of whoever that. I'll edit it in. I'll put a picture up.
No, but anyway, he was like super like. All right, he was name dropping people and stuff, and I went to this thing. It was when I first moved out. I was like 2 months out here. You know, it was for some thing for it was some Pink Floyd fucking thing or whatever. I don't fucking know. Some weird. I forget what the name of it was. But he goes up there. It's the weirdest cast of people in the audition. You know what I mean? It was just like an open casting call, I guess. And he's like, you know, I know some Hollywood people. You know, I'm not gonna name drop, but like I knew the writer of Spider-Man 3. I'm not gonna say just this weird like fucking schlub of a guy. You know what I mean? So the audition was that we had to like go up on stage with a couple people, and he shut the lights.
Wait, what?
I haven't told this story in fucking 6 years. So he hits the lights, and he's like, and he puts like, "Is there anybody out there?" That song, the Pink Floyd song. And he's like, and what you gotta do is you gotta look out into the distance. And the first name that comes to your mind, just call out and see if they're there. So I was just like, brother? Didn't know what was... It was the fucking weirdest thing. And I was like, what the fuck did I just fucking do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get a call back for it. I get cast...
Like, what?
I get cast in the thing as like some guy like Elvin or whatever the fuck his name is. And I was like... And it was supposed to be like... be like a month-long thing. There was going to be a play or something, but you get paid for it, but you can sell tickets, whatever. That's the scam of it all.
Yeah.
It was like $20 tickets, and you get like $3 out of it, but like no one's going to spend $20 tickets for fucking this type of play. So I got the call back, and I was like, okay, let me go to this thing. You know, I was like, I might as well. Like I took the shot, you know, blah blah. I go to it, bro. It was the weirdest cast of people. There was like a 77-year-old Asian man. There was like a really hot, like Hollywood 22-year-old girl, which is the reason I stayed for as long as I was.
I'm gonna be in this forever.
Yeah. And then there was like me, and then like it was just a weird cast of people. Then he starts going off again. He's like, "This is gonna be fun, you know. We're gonna work." He had to rehearse 3 days a week, and then have the show was gonna be every Friday and Saturday for fucking a month. When I was like, how am I going to fucking work? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can't do fucking 5 hours a day of rehearsal for this shit. So I figure I'd do the first day of rehearsal. And I forget what happened. We had to be like birds on stage, bro. It's like, we had to be
What is it about?
it was like Dark Side of the Moon or something. Or something like,
had to be a bird? You just have to like...
Dude, but then like we had to be like, oh no, what it was is we had to be weeping willows. So we had to like be like real still, and then like the one girl that came out, I guess it was the hot like 22-year-old. She had to come out as Mama, and what happened was like she came out and had to give birth on stage, bro. She gave birth on stage, and it was like, the music hits or whatever, and then he's like, okay, you're gonna be just standing still, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna blow your neighbor, and I was like, what'd you say to me? So then one of the babies that came out of this girl had to be like, weeping willow. And then once I got blown, I had to be like,
once I got blown? What the fuck?
That was the worst audition.
That you booked?
That I booked.
And then you had to...
And then I told the guy, I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
After that day, I was like, hey man, I'm not going to be able to go with this.
I got work.
Thing.
Also, no.
Yeah, and he's like, kind of freaked you out a little bit, huh? And I was like, no, I think it's great. I really love the blow your neighbor part.
That's what put it all together.
Can't wait till my neighbor blows me. But yeah, I told him I was like, I can't make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I found out like a lot of people had bad experiences with that theater. But the thing, actually, that was what it was. I think Paula V had to go through that whole fucking thing.
Really?
I don't know if she had to like blow neighbors and fucking be weeping willows and shit and become like Mama. But like the thing was like once you do a production with him, you could use that stage for free for your own productions.
Oh,
so I was like,
that would be kind of
cool. I was like, that was a cool. I think that's why. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's why.
I might have done it just to, but like I can use it now. All right, cool. Let me run my show.
So he would give you like that kind of discount or like whatever. So it's kind of like that plus, but the shit you had to go through to do that. But that was the worst audition I ever had.
Damn.
I think. Because other ones I just like kind of showed up and just did like nothing, you know, like it's whatever.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of it like it's embarrassing and bad, but you're like, it just gets dropped into the mix of like, I'm not gonna get it, or it's bad, or
Yeah.
weird, or whatever the case may be.
I did some ones at that CCTV place, the big blue building. What is that? You ever been there?
Maybe not.
CZTV or some shit? Something like
I think I had been there.
Right in hot. It's a big blue building. There's
I think
like
I had
different
been there.
rooms and shit.
Yeah.
I did one weird one there. I didn't book it, but it was just like, yeah, I don't know. My agent books me too. Gives me voiceover roles too, but like, I'm a fucking comedian. So like, why am I? Like, I had to play.
I want to show off my talents in real life.
Well, like, she sent me a thing. I had to be a little kid in some like anime thing or whatever. So like, I always send it back, but I'm like, hello, what's up, Jonathan? Whoa, you're a monster. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what am I doing right now? Is that good? I don't know. Well, I didn't book the fucking role.
For like 2 seconds, I'm like, oh shit, to Jonathan's. Oh, where is he?
Whoa, we're on Next Level Thoughts right now? This is insane.
Whoa.
Whoa, Patrick, you're a monster? No way. This is so next level. My thoughts are, whoa, wait, you're devious?
Whoa.
Whoa. And I'm sitting in my fucking apartment like, whoa, what the fuck am I doing?
That's such a good little kid, like, surprise. Like, oh, what's happening around here? Oh, whoa. I can't even believe it.
Whoa, Jonathan. I forget what it was, but she sent me like weird shit. Like, she sent me something too. I didn't get it, so I guess those count as auditions, like bad auditions. But like, I had to like, just like, I was like, the Cincinnati Valley has so many reaps and willows. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She'll never listen to this, so it's fine.
No one's gonna listen to this. That's what I tell everyone who gets on. If they're like, oh, I shouldn't say that, I'm like, no one's listening to this.
I just want to hang out with you. It
Yeah, I
doesn't matter.
just
We're just
really,
recording our
nothing's
hangout.
really out. I don't even. I just wanted to see comics again. That's the whole point of this whole
I'm gonna hit
thing.
you up in 2 months, like, hey dude, where's the recording at? You're like, oh, it's getting there.
We'll be there, fine. It'll be there, just watching Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't get it? I sent it to your email.
Oh, that's so crazy. Are you still Mike Perkins at gmail.com? Oh, fuck, man, my bad.
Sorry, man.
No, I do want. I've been trying to find like questions I want to end the podcast off on. Podcast off on. Does that make sense?
I want to end the podcast with, maybe.
Yeah, it's better.
I want to end the podcast off, but on. Yeah.
I'm gonna edit this part out.
Dude, next level.
No,
Next level thoughts. End the podcast on or off?
thoughts.
Thoughts.
We're just ending like that, and
if you have a thought, email us at nextlevelthoughts@gmail.com.
That's actually a real. I think a Gmail.
Is it really?
I think it might be.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I made an email for this, and I think that might exactly be it.
Good shit.
And if it's not, I'm gonna make it.
Tell people to email their thoughts.
Yeah, no one, but I will.
I'm gonna email a thought.
Thank you. What the fuck?
Where the fuck is my
What the fuck is this? Where's my episode? That's my thought, idiot. No, the question I was gonna ask is
I'm gonna email you and be like, dude, do you have that link for bread or beard butter?
It really does. Like when I had my beard game going strong, like that fucking legit helped. So beard butter, remember that. If there's anything you take from any of this,
Beard butter.
beard butter. What's the best comedy, like stand-up comedy or in general comedy, advice that you've been given, and advice that you want to give out to people?
Man, that is next level thought.
Pretty good.
That's
I thought of that question.
That's deep.
Right before this.
I think it's kind of like a generic thing. I actually learned it from Brian when Brian started taking me on the road with him.
Brian McDaniel,
yeah. Because he taught me a lot, man. And he kind of like,
he's really funny.
he's great. Yeah, he's awesome. And he's one of those guys that like you learn like stick around at every show and just kind of meet people and just like actually be part of it.
Yeah,
Where,
he's
like,
super helpful, man. I like when I was working sound, he would do shows and be very nice to me.
Yeah, and you see a lot of headliners that show up late or just they do their time and don't talk to anybody. Like Brian sits in the back, man. He'll listen. He'll actually do like bits off other people. Like when he gets on stage, be like, "Oh, give it up for Patrick with that beard butter," or like whatever is going on. And he taught me a good thing. He's like, make sure you get the respect of your peers. Don't worry about like everybody else. You know what I mean? Because like the community is what matters the most. Because these like me and you, we're gonna be friends for fucking years, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're both gonna fucking blow up, and then it's gonna be like, dude, you're doing fucking Hollywood Bowl, like, you know, or whatever. Like, it's kind of like earn the respect of your peers, and then everything else falls into place. You know, the stuff I've been doing in quarantine, like, has been people like that I've been close to, who are like, hey, I'm doing this podcast. You want to come on? Or hey, I'm doing this, or like, you know, you kind of build,
that makes sense.
build connections that way, and it's like earn the respect of your peers, and then everything else falls into place. So I think that's really good advice of that, and just keep trying to get better and surround yourself. This is like my own thing too. Is like just surround yourself with people that like inspire you. You know, like
I think that's a good.
I know one thing I always loved about you, like when I started booking and stuff, and I try to get you on a client.
I remember
every single week. I'm like, can you do it now?
When you were the booker at Flappers for a bit. I'm just gonna book you all the time.
Yeah, but you're one of those guys that I've known for a long time that like actually like you crush the mics, which is a feat in its own. You know what I mean? Because it's hard for people to actually like do good at mics and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
mics are weird.
But that's also getting the respect of your peers. You know what I mean? Like Mikey McKernan is fucking known by everyone.
Because everyone loves him.
Everyone loves him. He's fucking great. He's always going to have opportunities because of that and because people love him. But like, also that too, dude. Like you're always pushing yourself to be better, and also like surround yourself with people like that. You know what I mean? Like that inspire you, and like you know you're going to grow with like over the years. You know what I mean? Like, because some people just stop by to do stand up. It's fucking actors. Nothing against the actors, but like you see those guys. They're just actors and like, my agent told me to stand up, and I'm going to do it. You know? Yeah.
They're in and out quick, man.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And it's like those people that like that are constantly trying to do like look at your setup, dude. You know what I mean? Like you're doing this up. You really want to do this. That's fucking great, man. That's passion. Surround yourself with people that are passionate about something, and I mean everything else falls into place. That's why we all moved out here.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? Like my buddies back in Jersey and stuff. Like, I mean, yeah, I love them all, but you know, it's like they have different. Like I remember I tried making a movie back in like 2006.
Oh really?
I bought a camera and did all this stuff.
Oh,
I wrote the script, all this stuff. You know what I mean? I spent like fucking $5,000, whatever, like of my Domino's money. You know what I mean? When I was delivering pizzas, but like not everyone was on the same page. You know, and they're still my best friends, but like they're not. Not everyone was on the same page as me. And out here, you learn like, and you learn that too. Like you working on set. You know, like, oh, this sound guy fucking sucks.
You learn very quickly with people the dedicated ones and where they're going, their work ethic of people very quickly.
Exactly. And you learn that with stand-up too, man. You see the people that are constantly trying to better themselves and not just kind of like getting fucked up at a show and then like, you know.
Or kind of just, is it plateau or just kind of just stay like, same jokes, don't try to progress and kind of just stay leveled.
Well, it's fun. I've been doing the same jokes for a while. Well, no, I do progress myself, but like it's also like you just see the guys that just want to like they just want to do a bar show and that's it. Mm-hmm. They just do it for the free drinks and they just want to get fucked up and stuff. You know what I mean? Which is cool, but
yeah, I've done shit like that.
Yeah, but nothing against them. I don't want to bash people at the end of this beautiful thought that I had. What about this fucking guy that never
fuck this guy, this person?
But it's about surrounding yourself with people that also want to just chase their dreams and keep pushing themselves.
Yeah, that's
huge advice, I think, that I can give to people.
There you go.
Next level thoughts.
Next level thoughts advice. I want to end on that. That was the first time I asked that question, and I like it.
Mm-hmm. It's a good question.
Yeah, you don't mind on that. This is the end of the episode. I haven't figured out how to end it yet. I don't know.
It's a good way to end.
Just like this.
You can give a thumbs up.
I'm gonna end it. So at some point, it's gonna be. I'm gonna cut it out. So we'll figure it out.
Next level thoughts.
Have a little music.
Next level thoughts. Next level. Whoa! This was next level thoughts.
That's my favorite voice. Alright, I'm cutting. Goodbye, guys.